Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working in my dining room because I'm painting my cabinets in my laundry room this week, and while I have some downtime I thought I'd get my hutch decorated using mainly thrifted items. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and make sure you like and share this video. Alright, so let's go in the dining room, get started on the hutch. I'm going to work on this very top shelf here. And I like to use a couple of gravy boats. The first one is the silver one here. Set this here, and then I have my ceramic one here, and this is from the thrift store. I've had it for many years. I like to find a lot of white ceramic items and ironstone. That's where I mainly get mine. On the shelf here where you're supposed to hang your wine glasses, I put my little collection of salt and pepper shakers. Now we're going to start on this shelf here, and I'm going to put this little coffee mug here, and it is from the thrift store with some of my silver spoons and a couple of forks. Next is this little soup tureen, and yes, it came from the thrift store. It's amazing. That's where I got all my soup tureens, is from the thrift store. I was glad to find that one. Then I have my little silver candy dish. This is something I've just had for a while, and another one, a little bit more ornate on here. And then I'm going to head down to the shelf below and put a few items here. I like to start with some plates. So I have this plate here that I'm going to put in the middle. And then I have two more plates that are the same, and yes, all the plates came from the thrift store. I'm going to set that one there. Then I will do the other one, which is exactly like it, on the right side here. Okay, let's kind of even these up a little bit, make sure they're even. Okay, now I'm going to add some items in front of the plates. Now I have another one of those little coffee mugs with some silver spoons in there. And of course I have a few more of these little candy dishes. I love to decorate with these. For spring I like to put little Easter eggs in them or bird's nests. And I'm going to add one more item here. Actually two. I'm going to put my little artichoke and my pear. And again, these are from the thrift store. I think all my white items are from the thrift store, and the silver pieces I've just had for a long time. I did tuck in a little bit of greenery up there, and I'm going to tuck a little bit more here by the soup tureen. I'm not going to put any on the very top shelf with the salt and pepper shakers. I want to add just a little bit of greenery here in the dish. I can keep that greenery in here and still add a little bird's nest or some eggs when it comes time for spring. I'm probably going to keep this the way it is for spring and just add my little elements in. Let me get that to stay in there. And not being cooperative. Alright, I've got to bend it just a little bit more. Sometimes you got to play with your greenery. I like to cut these are little pieces that I cut off, like that big piece that is by the little soup tureen. And I like to tuck them in here and there. Okay, now we're going to be adding some greenery on the bottom shelf. I put more in the coffee mug, and I tuck some in right there by the pear and the artichoke. And again, I'm going to put some in the little candy dishes here. Let's kind of mimic what's going on. Okay, so that is all I'm going to do on here, and we're going to go over to the left there and open up those doors and start decorating in there. So this space, the first thing I'm going to be doing is adding this plate, and this is actually a plate from the church that my mother went to in Galva, Illinois. She was actually born there, and they made these plates, and on the back is the information. They made the plates back in 1952, and here's all the information about the church. I remember going there when we would visit my grandmother, in the summer when we'd have Sunday school in church. It was a cute little church. Always loved going there. So I'm going to set that here first. And then I'm going to be adding just these little bowls and another item from the thrift store. Actually, the bowls and the pitcher are from the thrift store. Like I said, mainly using all thrift store items on here, or items that I've had for a long time. Then I added some candlesticks and this little sugar dish. Little pop of greenery in here. And close the doors. I do like to keep the doors open, but I just thought I'd close them now I want to go up and move to the top shelf here and put a few items, and we're going to do another soup terrain. I find the most interesting soup terrains at the thrift stores. That's one thing that's hard for me to pass up. I get them really cheap too. Then I have this coffee pot here, and it does have the sugar and the creamer that matches. And I got all of these from the thrift store. I was surprised to find them. And of course, they were not sold as a set. And they weren't even near each other either. I was surprised that I found them. And I'm just going to take one of my little silver spoons and tuck it in the sugar dish. Okay, now I want to get started down here on the bottom, but you know what? I think I want to add a couple more things in this area with the doors. So what I'm going to do is come over here, and I have this little candy dish, a really short one, that I'm just going to sit on top of this candlestick and put my little decorative ball. I wanted a little bit more on this side of some height. All right, now I'm going to be working on the bottom. And I don't know how my camera got crooked, but we're just going to work with it. Soup terrain over here, my first one. Then I have another one. I'm actually going to put 4 soup terrains down here. Then one more here on the left corner. Then I got one more to put here. This is about all my soup terrains. I think I have one more small one that I'm going to use somewhere else. And I also put this little teapot here. It's shaped more like a pumpkin. I got that at an antique store many years ago. Touch of greenery in there. Then I also have another sugar dish silver one here, and some salt and pepper shakers that are silver. Again, another candy dish. I think that's all my candy dishes that I have. I might have one more, I can't remember. Added a little bit of greenery over here on the right behind the sugar dish. Then I got some greenery on the left here with the candy dish, and I'm going to add just a little bit more over here by the salt and pepper shaker. And I think I'm going to tuck just a little bit more over here on this side. I wanted some more green in there. All right, that is going to do it. Let's check it out. Come over here. We'll start over here. And I do have the top done. I got all of that done. It was kind of hard to do that on camera because I had to be on the ladder. But we're going to come up here and see what I did. I have this old bird cage. It's actually a real bird cage that my parents had back in the 50s when they had a little canary. I think I might want to paint it white though. There is that white rooster that I got recently at the antique store. Here's some more soup terrains. And of course I have that picture frame up here that had that picture of the zebras and the lion that I took out. I got my silver coffee pot here. Another silver candlestick here. Okay, now let's check out the bottom of the hutch here real quick. Start down here. Just go in here a little bit closer. And you know what? I actually found that little silver pitcher right there when I was putting some things away. And I thought, oh, that would look so cute right there. So I wanted to add a little bit more silver on that side. Okay. A few close-ups. And I think I'm going to do no greenery with the gravy boats. Just going to leave it the way it is. So let's head over here. Get more close-ups of this area. Then I'm going to open up the doors here below. And we'll go in here one more time. I really love this little picture. I think it's really pretty. Okay. Now we're going to check out the bottom. A few close-ups here. And check out these salt and pepper shakers. Aren't these pretty? They are so ornate. I really love them. And there's that little pumpkin teapot. All right. Well, it feels good to get a few things done in here. I do love how this turned out. I like to have a little bit of pop of green with my everyday decor, and I'll probably keep everything the way it is and just, like I said, add touches of spring in here, probably starting at the end of February. Well, that's going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up because that does help my channel out. And if you are one of my subscribers, please make sure that you have the bell for all notifications because I've had a few people say they're not getting them. So just make sure that you have that checked. Now tomorrow there will be another video up because I am going to be doing my tablescape in here. I'm going to get those curtains ironed and then we can have a tour of the whole dining room. Like I said, I'm still doing my cabinets in the laundry room so I can do all this stuff in between the dry time. I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.